Good afternoon, I'm John Perkins at the Closing Market Minute. Soybeans did close lower on Thursday. USDA said that old crop export sales are a net reduction following a big cancellation by China. And while Chinese crushing firms are expected to buy more soybeans, maybe even ahead of trade negotiations next week, there are still about 200 million bushels of U.S. beans previously purchased by Beijing that remain unshipped, with only about a month left in the current marketing year. Corn closed lower. Weekly export sales were lower than expected, and while there are some increasingly dry spots in parts of the Midwest, it's a pretty minor concern at this point in time. Wheat ended the session mixed. Weekly export sales are larger than expected and are ahead of last marketing year's pace, but last marketing year was a pretty low bar. The trade's watching the tail end of this year's U.S. winter wheat harvest, and the major spring wheat crop tour wraps up on Friday. Live and feeder cattle were mixed ahead of widespread direct cash cattle business. Buyers and sellers were both pretty quiet on Thursday. And hogs ended the session lower, also waiting to see what's next with China. China did buy U.S. pork last week, but it was a pretty small amount. Mexico was the leading weekly buyer. I'm John Perkins with the Closing Market Minute.